I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
And welcome back to the Quarter Mile Podcast. We've done it, y'all. We're at the last episode, series finale. We have, as always, our amazing host, CJ Walton, with us.
It is I. Was that not deep?
That was
Did
deep.
you sing,
That was
sing it?
There was your Alfredo or whatever the voice is. Alto, yeah.
Did you say Alfredo?
I
did.
That's a pasta.
Yeah. Speaking of people that like pasta, I hope, we have our returning guest, Madeline Medline. How we doing today, Madeline?
Maddie.
Thank you for having me. And I do like pasta more than people usually. So
As well, pasta is better than pizza. Oh, no, but pasta is better than people is what I was about to say.
100%. Every
yeah,
time. It never fails you.
Especially angel hair pasta because it's angel.
Oh, and it makes you feel like you're eating less.
Big.
Yeah. CJ's really getting into the music. Well, if you don't know, and you haven't read the title of this episode, we are covering the movie Sweeny Todd tonight. This is a fun little side story for y'all for Sweeny Todd. This is our People's Choice episode. We put it out to the public. What movie should the Quarter Mile Podcast record for the season 3 finale / series finale? And Madeline, you were the one who threw out Sweeny Todd.
I did.
And then it made it to our final 4.
It's the final.
Yeah. And then it was the one that won. So congratulations on being a winner in
Thanks.
life, but also in Quarter Mile Podcast.
It's about life, but yeah.
But hey, if you win an episode of the Quarter Mile Podcast, is everything else from this point forward is gonna.
I can die happy now.
Listen, you all don't know this, but we've come so far in this podcast. On episode 1, we were on Zoom and we had to re-record it 3 times. And then afterwards, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. I literally had to call a friend up after having the recording and be like, how do I make a podcast?
Podcasting for dummies.
Yeah. And look at us now. We have ring lights. We have guests. We're in person. We have a mixer. We have music from CJ, literally. And then also she's singing. So life is good. Anyway, so Sweeny Todd, directed by Tim Burton, came out in 2007 and had a budget of $50 million. How much do we think it made?
See, all while you're doing this, because it's Sweeny Todd, I think you should have music throughout.
Yeah, but here's I love the music. The music is great for us, but just so you know, it doesn't come up in the recording.
Oh, man.
So if you just want us to have fun moments, then bring it on. But,
okay, now you said
it made $50 million. Or excuse me, I said that incorrectly. The budget was $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we think it made overall?
Johnny Depp.
You got 200. What do you think?
I was right there with it. I was going at least. I was going to say 175.
Okay, so you both were relatively close. Aimed a little high. It made 153 million.
Okay.
So not bad.
Million in my book.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, because it's Johnny.
Yes, I'm thinking, but as we've been doing these, like, how much have they made kind of thing, it seems like the successful ones make at least 3 times as much, right? Like,
Yeah,
that seems
true.
to be. Okay, so the cast, you already know, Johnny Depp, Sweeny Todd, the man. You had Helen Bonham Carter, who was Mrs. Lovett. She, by the way, I felt like she was my favorite performance of the whole movie. I don't know what you guys thought,
She's
but
fantastic.
I thought she killed it. I thought they were good, but I thought she brought it home. And then Alan Rickman, R.I.P., who was Judge Turpin.
That's right.
Did Judge Turpin ever have a first name, or was he just Turpin?
Oh God, what is his first? He has one, but I can't remember what it is.
Oh,
He's
Probably
just
Bill.
Judge. His first name is Judge.
Judge, yeah. Then we had Timothy Spall, who was Beadle, but spelled Beadle.
it was Beetle.
And then Jamie Campbell Brown, who was Anthony, the little peeping Tom creepy dude. Right. Everything was so messed up about this movie / musical that we totally were okay with the fact that he was just a peeping Tom. He was just a little creeper McCreepster.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the last cast I wanted to mention was Ed Sanders, the Toby. Did I miss any significant cast people?
I don't think
No,
so.
I think that was the entire cast of Harry Potter. Yes, I think that was.
Yes, right. So one of our trivia facts, we'll go and say 5 of them had Harry Potter roles.
Mhm.
And it was interesting. You might have told me this, actually. Well, you told me part of it, and then I learned the rest online. Johnny Depp and Jamie Campbell Bower both played what was his name? Grimswald? Grindelwald in Harry Potter,
Mhm.
but they were in different movies.
Mhm.
Same character, 2 different actors, different movies, but also they ended up both being in Sweeney Todd together. What are the odds?
I feel like this was Johnny Depp's. Like he just woke up and put on clothes.
Lots of eyeshadow.
Just
That
showed up.
Lots of eyeshadow.
They're like, he's like, what? They all had costumes. I just showed up, man.
That was it. Like
Yeah.
he just went down the street to King Baby and was like, "Give me whatever y'all want to give me."
See, he was great in this movie.
Oh,
I don't,
He's great in
I
every movie.
don't, and I feel bad. I know Madeline will punch me in the face for this, and I feel bad because I feel
Tread
like
lightly.
I said the same thing when we were doing a Val Kilmer movie, but I just don't get the hype with Johnny Depp. I know. He's like fine. Like he's okay. Like I
Right.
enjoy.
I'm leaving.
I know. I'm so sorry.
this whole podcast, I knew. It was
You knew there was something. And that's it.
I drew that was just not right. I was like,
I figured I went to the last episode to break this barrier, but
no. In this one, though, I don't know.
but he was great in this one. But
my gosh.
here's my and Madeline and I actually watched this movie at the same time in different houses, and
It
we're
was
texting
very
about
cute.
it.
Told me
Yeah.
that. You texted me. I was watching at the same time.
Whenever I see Johnny Depp, I only see him in my favorite role of his, which is Captain Jack Sparrow. So
Mhm.
every time he's in anything, I'm thinking it's like Jack Sparrow putting on an act.
No, I told you last night. I'm like, I think this is where my fanization of like toxic men started. Was Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, Sweeney
Yeah.
Todd. Was it Johnny Depp in general or this particular movie?
My first experience with Johnny Depp was Jack Sparrow, of course. I was very young, and then I was watching it with my mother, and I was like, "This is kind of weird. I think the pirate's kind of hot." And she was like, "That's okay, honey. That's Johnny Depp."
She's like, he is.
Oh,
She's like,
well then, yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. Because
huh.
my introduction was Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
No, my introduction was it 2100 Jump Street? No,
21st Jump.
Different movie. Also,
21
I've never seen Edward Scissorhands. Maybe that's part of my problem is I've never seen Edward Scissorhands. Okay, season 4 of this podcast is just us watching.
Okay,
Johnny
no.
Depp.
I'm gonna wrap this up. Sweeny Todd is Jack Sparrow,
Mhm.
Edward Scissorhands, and what was his other movie?
Wasn't there like 70s
Crybaby?
ones? It felt like a
Not
real
Crybaby.
acid trip the whole time.
Not Crybaby. The
His
one.
other like big
It
one.
was a big one.
Oh, Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Okay, there we go.
This was all 3 rolled into one.
Okay.
And this he literally, this is what he is. Literally, this was just Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Did he win like an Oscar or something?
Damn
Yeah,
right
he
he
did.
did.
Yeah. So he did well in this one.
He did fine. right, Drew?
He did fine. He did good.
fine.
He did okay. He did good. Now, Madeline, before we jump into the trivia, I had a question I wanted to ask
trivia.
you.
Mhm.
I wanted to because you requested this movie. You talked about how your love for Johnny Depp. So I guess the question I wanted to ask is, what is your relationship with Sweeney Todd
It goes deep, man. With Sweeny Todd,
or Johnny Depp? I don't know whether you already
Yeah,
kind of told us that he was he was your introduction to men.
yeah, that's where it all started. But no, I've been a Johnny Depp fan for a very long time.
This is where it started. This is the music.
This is the beginning.
The beginning of her end. And that's what we're going to get into, the beginning of her end.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's about my dating life history of
that
Johnny
got
Depp
honest.
characters. But no, so I've been a big Johnny Depp fan my whole life. My mom and I share that. We bond over the hotness of Johnny Depp.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. I don't know, cute. Is cute the word?
I mean, he's okay.
He's schmexy. But I actually was also in a production of Sweeny Todd.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Who did
I
you
was.
play?
Oh, fun.
I was in the chorus, which I would have to say is one of the more difficult
Hardest.
parts.
Look, did you
Singing-
see me looking at you?
Yeah.
the
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
You were, Kudos to you, girl.
Singing Sondheim is not for the faint of heart.
No.
Singing the chorus notes of Sondheim is insane.
He is a madman.
You've heard like dog whistles, right?
Yeah, I've heard them.
Yeah, a lot of the
I've
notes
heard
are
these
like
things.
that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you nailed those dog whistles.
Yeah, and my whole family, except my younger sister, was actually in it. My dad played Beetle Bamford.
Fun. Now, was this all at the same time or at different parts of your life where it's a family tradition where you guys are like, we all, if you're in the, if you're a Medline, you're going to be in Sweeny Todd at some point.
Theater was
like
something my
Sweeny
family and I
Todd.
did together a lot, but we did all end up in the same production. We made my mom audition, and she was in the chorus with me, and my brother was in it as well.
Our
And
parents are so different. So different.
we had to drag her kicking and screaming, but she had fun. She had a lot.
So the only question now is like, at what point do you put Jack, your son, into?
He was almost in a production of Fun Home before, but he was a little bit too young and he was having issues memorizing the lines. But he does like it. Both of my boys are very.
We'll get him into a Sweeny Todd production.
Yeah, he'd be a great Toby.
He really would be.
He would be a great Toby.
Well, cool. That was I had forgotten to ask you that earlier, so I'm glad we had gotten back around to it. So.
That love runs deep in the Medline family.
I love that for you all. Anyway, let's talk about some Sweeny Todd trivia. The tradition for stage productions of this musical is that Toby has been a grown man who is mentally challenged, not an actual little boy in this movie. And I, for one, am glad it was a little boy in the movie. Versus, like, it would have been weird to see a mentally challenged man in that role. However, adds to the creepiness of this disturbing, weird, dark comedy.
He's perfectly innocent. I don't know what you're talking about.
During its first month of production in London, Johnny Depp had to take a 10-day leave of absence when his daughter, Lily Rose, was rushed to the hospital due to a severe illness. To accommodate his absenteeism, Tim Burton filmed the scene that did not feature Depp's character. That's crazy, right?
Quick thing about that. This is one of those shows. So theater people are very superstitious. This is one of those shows that people believe is cursed.
Yeah.
And when I was in the production, we had one cast member's house burned down. 2 parents die.
Yeah.
Everyone got sick. The entire cast got sick. Like, we were passing around the cough syrup and everything, spraying Lysol over everything.
I've never wanted to. I love it. I've never wanted to audition for it.
It'd be cursed.
Right.
And that's just because of what she's just saying. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard every time there is a production, there is something. And I'm wondering, is it based off of something true? Is it a true?
Well, yes, it's based off of a true story, which the whole time. It was just interesting watching. It was just interesting watching this musical movie because the whole time I'm like, we didn't need to this is a weird movie musical. Like, it's based on the fact that there was a creepy person in France, I think, who did kill people and turn them into meat pies. And then the creepier thing to me is then someone saw that and was like, I bet you I can make a pretty cool musical off that.
You know what this needs? A chorus.
I don't know what's creepier, the real Sweeny Todd or the guy who's like, let's make a movie off.
Let's music to this murder.
But it's fine. An interesting fact for you all listening to the Quarter Mile podcast, now that you're listening to the Sweeny Todd episode, you too are cursed. So, sorry. Anyway, that is
with good fortune.
Yeah, cursed with good fortune. Every day is going to be so good.
Time to buy them lottery tickets.
Yep,
Yeah.
get them.
And if you do get some good luck, you got to give it to Drew, and then Drew's going to give me 5%.
Yeah, absolutely. Donate to us, sponsor our podcast after this episode.
Buy the whole Sondheim collection.
Yeah, and then
buy Drew an appreciation for Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
it'd be expensive. I've tried. I do like him in Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's about it. Anyway, before we get to our opinions and, of course, our summary, we got first we're going to do fast fan feedback. That's when I asked people online, friends of mine, or I just opened it up there. These are opinions people had. And then we'll get into some movie reviews here in a second. Fun little thing we're doing with this final episode to kind of do our little bookend to our podcast experience. When I asked about feedback, I also told them I'd give them bonus points if they related this movie to Fast and Furious.
Nice.
So here's the responses I got from people. First one had nothing to do with Fast and Furious. Brooke Jolly on Facebook, also a comedy friend of and CJ's. He said, probably my favorite music musical, Helen Bohan Carter is great in everything.
Mhm.
And I know I said this earlier. She was my favorite part of
Factual.
this.
Which one?
So
Who is she? Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Lovitz,
Love it.
Mrs.
Yeah.
John
Love it.
Lovitz.
Yeah, she was good. She was good.
And then Kate Elliott, another friend on Facebook and also in a Cincinnati comedian, mentioned, "I adore the stage musical, especially the epic quality of chorus."
Yes.
Maybe she heard Madeline's chorus. She said,
So high.
she's like, so when I realized within the first 5 minutes this movie cut the chorus, I stopped watching it.
They have a
Fastly
huge
and
part.
furiously.
Like they're huge in the show.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that that was the biggest critique I'd read from people, is that they weren't happy about some of the music choices that they cut. And then this is a wonderful fast fan feedback, because it also harkens back to our season 1. Jeremy Long, he used to be a regular episode watcher and commenter when we were doing the Fast and Furious series, said he enjoyed it, talking about Sweeny Todd. And he said after some digging, he learned that it was the same or VFX, is that special effects? I don't know. VFX crew, the same crew that worked on this movie, worked on Fast 5. How about that?
The more you know.
Look at you.
Look at that. They said
a little Easter egg.
I don't know if
there.
anyone said they couldn't be done. People were probably like, it doesn't need to be done. But if you were asking the question, how can you relate Sweeny Todd to Fast and Furious?
Drew gonna find a way.
It was the same effects crew.
Drew Davis is gonna find a way. Davis is gonna find a way.
I mean, Sweeny did work fast and furiously.
He did. He was good. He was furious the whole time. Yeah, dropping
coming in for the win.
Low hanging fruit, but
yeah. Now, before we get into our phenomenal AI plot summary, we do have 2 movie reviews for y'all. We brought a negative one, and then we brought a positive one to kind of.
There's no such.
Can I hear the positive one first?
You sure can.
Because it's yours, and I would like you to end. Do you want to end on the negative review?
Well, here's the thing. I don't want us to be in a negative space before we read the plot summary, But
let's do the negative.
Okay,
first.
Here's the negative one.
Okay.
Are we sheep?
What?
It's as if we expected, without complaint, to love every Burton movie and Depp thrown together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burton's best movie. Madeline's like, yes, correct.
Look, the fact that me and her said it at the same time.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, this review is written for you guys, I guess.
Is that
this person says this film was simply a disaster from top to bottom.
That's the beauty of it.
I know, it's supposed to be. Then they said,
I do not agree with that.
while the set design and costumes were fantastic, hey, at least they're trying to be nice, just about everything else fell flat. The songs were terrible, both in writing and in performance. I am sorry. It's not my words, I promise.
The song?
I did not write this review.
The songs were...
But it gets worse. I often could not even understand what was being said. Sorry, in advance. Johnny Depp was poorly cast as Sweeny Todd.
Johnny Depp has never poorly cast in anything.
Can you say overrated?
Weird.
Good thing it's the last one, Drew, because...
How dare you?
This person said, just fast forward to the last 10 minutes where Depp, Carter, and Rickman die gruesome deaths, or watch the whole thing and cut your own throat.
Well, as Sweeney said, there's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit. And the arm of the world inhabited. And they're all in that review.
This last...
High five.
I'm sorry. I feel. See this? Aren't you glad we're doing this before we do the nice one?
Absolutely.
Okay, this was a good call. I didn't realize this was going to bring.
How dare you?
This.
May you never put a taco in your mouth.
Yes.
May you never experience flavor.
No more Taco Bell mild sauce for you.
Oh,
I hope you step in water in your socks.
Oh my God. I literally hope when you're walking in grass, you step on a rock.
Okay, this was this guy's last sentence before we really wish him all the ill will. He said, I bit my lip on Mars Attacks, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and The Corpse Bride. But no more. Okay, we get it. You were Edward Scissorhands. Just make Edward Scissorhands too.
He bit his lip.
I'm going to find you.
Why is he biting his lip? So
I'm going to find you. Whoever you are, I'm going to find you. Brooke. That better not have been Brooke.
It wasn't. It was just a random
Okay.
on IMDb.
It was a very sad moment.
Because if it was, I was going to call him right now. I'm going to find you. And we finna have words.
She's going to swing her razor wide, sweet. Hold it to the sky.
Sorry.
That chorus, y'all. I got
I love that.
nightmares.
You got nightmares and
bad.
PTSD. Hey, well, let me try to turn these frowns upside down
Let's
with
hear
a
this
positive.
positive.
This guy liked it. I'm assuming it's a guy. I don't know. This person liked it a lot better.
Okay, come on.
I waited for this movie for nearly 3 years, and I burst into tears with excitement for the first time I saw the trailer. I have shamelessly promoted this movie to anyone who will listen for 2.5 minutes. And I went to school dressed as Mrs. Lovitz, okay, probably a woman, for 2 days leading up to the release. When I finally saw Sweeny Todd, I was not let down. The movie is amazing. It is beautiful and dark and perfection at its highest. The songs are beautiful and sung, while not traditionally, the best I'd ever heard them. Johnny Depp is great. But who would expect anything less?
Yes and amen.
Helena Bonham Carter was perfect as Miss Lovett. Was easily the greatest, goriest movie I'd ever seen. Go watch it now.
I tip my hat to you if I had one on.
Mm-hmm.
But I will do this.
May your socks stay dry.
We take our
May your socks stay dry.
and your tacos ever so crunchy.
Oh, that's good.
Nice bass. Okay.
That is a honest prayer. May your tacos forever be crunchy.
Yes, I think that's what we wish for you.
That is a
I'm here for
good
that.
prayer for somebody.
Yeah.
If you like soft shell.
That's cool too.
All right.
Then
But what he's saying is, may you always have a good taste. That's what his man is.
yeah.
May the lettuce be crisp.
Yes, just have a
Oh, may your lettuce be. Do you hear my
I love that. Go to your Taco Bell and enjoy it 1/4 mile
This man
at a
is
time.
what he just did was give you love. He
Yeah.
said, "May your taco."
I'm sure this reviewer, I mean, as big as they're into Sweeney Todd, they probably every week scour for new Sweeney Todd podcasts.
She said, "May
it's
your
possible.
socks be dry and may your tacos be crisp." First off, that is like you
Yeah.
can take a shot to that.
Mhm.
I love it.
A
I hope
taco too.
that everyone who's listening to this podcast, may your socks be dry and may your tacos ever be crispy, unless you want a soft taco, in which case, want that.
May your
Unless
lettuce
you
be
want that.
crispy
Yeah.
inside the
Or may you have the taco that you want.
There we go. I like that. May your socks be dry and that you have the
The
taco, you
taco
want.
that you want.
What a
It's
blessing.
like may your taco be crispy because that just means like
yeah, it's a good, yeah.
I just love the way you said it. May your taco be crispy.
Yeah, we just threw it in songs.
We're
Speaking of
writing our own
songs,
musical right now.
Yeah.
In this-
Speaking of musicals, and if you're maybe you're listening to this podcast because you love any one or all three of myself, CJ, or Madeline, and you're like, what?
If you don't love her, I'll do something.
We'll kill you. I mean, maybe. Yes, we will. Maybe you're listening to this podcast because your love for these two amazing women and myself, and you're like, what movie are they covering? I don't even remember. Well, I got news for you. We're covering Sweeney Todd. And if you haven't seen the musical or the movie, and you're like, what's going on? We brought an amazing plot summary with an amazing person who's going to read it. I do need to give you guys a disclaimer. You always know our plot summaries come from the perspective of a character. And so normally the prompt I put is like, can you give me a plot summary in the voice of whoever for this movie?
Right.
This time I said, and can you tie it in to the Fast and Furious? And AI did not disappoint. So, Madeline, without further ado, in your greatest Mrs. Lovett impression,
This is
may you give us
this is my official Broadway audition.
this is it.
Love it. Listen up, Times Square.
Let's rock.
Buckle up for a blood-soaked, pie-stuffed, pun-laced ride through Fleet Street, told by yours truly, Mrs. Nellie Lovett.
Oh my God, is that her first name? I didn't even know that. Wow.
Keep going.
I don't know, but she looks like a Nelly.
She
so.
does kind of look like an alien.
The queen of questionable cuisine and unrequited love. Think of it as Fast and the Furious. If Dominic Toretto traded muscle cars for meat grinders and family dinners for, well, family dinners.
Yes, okay.
So there I was, minding my own crusty business in my pie shop, where the only thing flakier than the pastry was me. Ugh. When in walks this brooding bloke with a jawline sharp enough to Juliana Carrot. He calls himself Sweeny Todd, but I clocked him straight away. Benjamin Barker.
That's what he was.
Mm-hmm. Sexy as hell. The barber who got booted from his own life by that greasy Judge Turpin. Poor lad was framed, exiled, and his wife stolen faster than you could say quarter-mile vengeance.
Love it. Keep going. Keep
Todd
going.
sets up shop above mine, and let me tell you, business starts booming once he starts cutting corners. Literally. He's given the closest shaves in London so close his customers never leave. I mean, they drop dead with satisfaction. Now, I'm no stranger to resourcefulness. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. When life gives you corpses, you make meat pies. Waste not, want not. That's what I always say. Once we start stuffing the stips into my crust, stuffing stips into my. All right, this is a family show. Once we start stuffing the stips into my crust, the shop becomes the hottest spot in town. People are lining up for my mystery meat like it's the London Grand Prix. I even sing a little ditty, Try the Priest, because nothing says culinary innovation like clergy a la carte. We're like the Fast and the Furious crew, but instead of family barbecue, we've got family baked into the barbecue. And instead of Dom saying, I don't have friends, I got family, Todd's more like, I don't have friends, I got fresh inventory. Now, between you and me, I fancied Todd something fierce. I even dreamed of a seaside retirement with him, matching aprons, matching graves. He's got a tunnel vision for revenge and barely notices me unless I'm holding a rolling pin or a body. Meanwhile, young Anthony, Todd's accidental sidekick, falls for Joanna, Todd's daughter, who's locked up by Judge Turpin like she's stolen a stolen catalytic converter. Todd's plan? Kill the judge, rescue the girl, and maybe, just maybe, acknowledge my existence. Spoiler, he does none of that.
Love it.
Todd
Love
finally
it.
gets Serpent in his chair and gives him the ultimate fade. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But in the chaos, he accidentally kills his own wife who's been hiding in plain sight. I tried to keep that little detail under wraps, but secrets are like souffles. They collapse under pressure. When Todd finds out, he tosses me into the oven like yesterday's leftovers.
That's what he does.
Talk about a hot take. If Todd had just let go of the past and embraced the present, me, we would have been the Bonnie and Clyde of baked goods. Instead, he chose vengeance over victuals, and me, I became the final course.
That was fantastic.
This is
Madeline,
why I love her.
That was my stars and I don't know,
To be the
British
best
My
person.
stars.
and British things said here. That was great. Wow.
So cool.
Did you feel like you were at the movies, at the musical, seeing it with that?
Right proper. That was right proper. That she did.
That was great.
Absolutely.
Really good.
Well, so
like
we've heard other people's reviews and opinions. Now I want to know the most important question. What did we think of this movie / musical?
Do we even need to say that?
I mean, come on, it's us.
We love it. I've seen it 500 times.
Okay, great.
I hated this so much that I was crying that I had to watch it again. The fact that you made me watch it again, I was like, oh no.
Oh no, let's watch it over.
Like I called my mom. I was like, hey, guess what I'm gonna watch? Sweeny Todd. She was like, that damn well. I was like, Mom.
Your mom must hate our podcast with the
No,
movies that you.
no.
Do you ever tell her about the nice movies?
I
Oh,
do.
I don't know if we've
She
actually
loves
seen
all
it.
she likes the Fast and Furious stuff.
Oh my gosh!
So, but
Well, Quarter Mile season 4, we're bringing on CJ's mom as a co-host.
But the fact that because it's Johnny Depp and she knows how I feel about Johnny Depp and stuff. So no, everything about this from the only thing that I didn't like was when he first did the opening line. That was probably the only thing I didn't like. Otherwise than that, from the start to finish, no, it was Sweeny Todd, bro.
Okay.
There's
What was
nothing
it
I
about the
didn't like.
opening line that took
It
you
just
out?
felt forced.
I didn't much care for it either. But at that time, I didn't know. Like, I went into this movie being like,
It
crap,
just felt like
gotta
they were
watch
like, do this line.
yeah.
And he was just like, okay. But everything else felt like the character.
Yeah.
That line, that very first line just felt,
Like, eh?
That was it.
All right. Well, see, when I first watched it, I was quite a bit younger, and I thought that Sweeney Todd was just like super depressed, really sad person. And I realized he's just in his 30s,
Yeah, we've all been there, Sweeney.
just
Like we
dealing
get
with
it.
life, man. I
Yeah, he's
understand
just a
him.
Did he go a little overboard? Yes, but
I don't think so. I think it was
let's-
warranted. Yeah.
Let's look at the positive. He started a business. He made new friends.
He's an
Yeah, he
entrepreneur.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. This is what I loved about this movie.
To me, he was a good guy that just got fucked over.
Yeah,
A
now,
vigilante of sorts.
yeah,
A vigilante of
absolutely.
Very Batman energy.
He would fit great in the DCU or the MCU, just doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I liked about this movie, because I'm not a musical person. We've already talked about my appreciation or lack thereof of Johnny Depp. Like, so going into this, I did not have a lot of reasons why I was excited about watching this movie. I was like, oh, look, I'm gonna. Other than talking about it with you guys later, I was like, I don't know why.
I think the musical aspect of it helped it.
Well, here's the thing. It did kind of lighten the mood. You're right, though. Like
It
it
would've
was
been really weird
was
without
really
the
weird
music.
without the music. But I didn't like the music, but I'm not a huge musical person, so that didn't really take me out of it. Although if I were to say, like, I feel like the music for me wasn't as good as other musicals I've heard. Here's what I absolutely loved. It was such a ridiculously dark movie
Mhm.
that, like, so could we consider this movie a comedy? Like, right? Like, it is
I would
over the
consider it a
top.
Dark
It is
comedy.
absolutely a dark comedy. Like, and so some of the reviews I was reading, people were like, I can't believe what a gross movie. I was like, it's supposed to be humor.
Mhm.
No one who wrote this plot was like, and we should agree with Sweeney Todd. This is how you should
mean,
handle your problem.
Yeah, I mean, the way that it was shot it was shot from in my opinion, the way, even from the theater aspect, from a murderous perspective.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
They all had their reasons.
I enjoyed it. My favorite part of the movie was so when the song started, where she was talking about when she came up with the idea of like cooking them into meat pies.
Mhm.
Like, it was so stupid, but so funny. And like at that point in the movie, I was there for it. I was like, absolutely. Yeah, right. So
what were you gonna say?
I was going to say there are a lot of really, really good jokes in the film
Mhm.
too that make it a lot lighter and easier to stomach. Like when he first kills Pirelli and he's like stuffed inside that trunk, and then she comes in and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did this!" And he's like, "He was trying to blackmail me," and she's like, "Oh,
right,
in that
absolutely.
case, so yeah,
Yeah.
let me clean this up for you," you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of really good moments, and I think too another thing I noticed is as a younger person when I was watching this is the blood isn't very realistic. I think if it was, it would be a lot more. It looks
Yeah.
like tomato soup.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
I feel like it was over the top and on purpose to just kind of
Mhm.
add it. Now, a lot of the critique was like, "Oh, it's so bloody, so gory." I was like, I mean, like,
But it doesn't look real.
Yeah.
It looks like tomato soup.
and it sets you. Even the
crackers and-
opening credits sets you up for this is what we're gonna see.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
You know
yeah.
exactly what you're getting.
Yeah,
into.
no one should be like, "Wait, what? I thought I was watching a Lifetime movie."
I mean, if you are, and I'm just gonna brag on me and Maddie, if you're a true musical theater person, you knew from the start. it's our hand signal. It's what we do.
Mhm.
You know, like how Deltas throw up their hand signal. If you a theater kid, you gonna do this. It is what it is.
That's so helpful for our online listeners right now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
doing
just
jazz hands, not spirit
Right, it's just right.
Not
It's just
spirit
jazz hands. This is spirit fingers. These are jazz hands.
Check us out on YouTube to figure out the difference.
Spirit fingers.
It's a
Did you
big
hear
one.
the different fingers?
Spirit
Mhm.
fingers.
No.
Wiggling of the fingers. Jazz hands. Jazzy. Wave. Very vigorously. Okay.
Spiritual.
Your wrist
Mhm.
needs to be popping. Anywho, I think that if you are a true theater person and you really do, if you just really wanted to enjoy the movie, you knew what the movie was about from the time
Yeah.
it opened up. You
Right.
knew the movie was about death and murder because the music said the movie is
Right.
death
So yeah.
and murder.
Yeah, they're not shy about that.
Yeah. What's the full name? Like Sweeney Todd and like the
The Demon Barber of Fleet
The Demon
Street.
Barber of Fleet Street.
someone's like, what's this about?
The Demon Barber of Fleet. It's about this girl who falls in love. It's a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
It's really a
I mean, it's just about a man grieving his dead wife.
Yeah.
Do we want to rate it?
Yeah, let's rate it.
All right.
Do you have any more?
Any other thoughts and prayers for this movie?
Thoughts and prayers. I don't know if that's going to help this movie. I don't know if it's going to help. He's the demon barber. I will say that the show is, and CJ knows this, the Broadway show is a lot more risque. There's an
Way.
entire song about like thinking of a woman while you do something. And yep. Like an entire song about it. And it's the movie is quite tame compared.
I mean, it really is. Tim Burton, like, and you got to give him credit for that because he really did scale this movie.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to pick and choose and he's also someone who likes to kind of do the weird or eccentric or the go further into, for artistic sake. So like, good for him for having to pick and choose.
He really did. He scaled. He didn't pick and choose. He scaled.
Yeah.
Even the scenes that a lot of people think like are bloody are way more graphic in theater. Like you are dying on stage.
Mm.
So
literally they kill people.
They literally. So,
but still investigating it.
Yeah.
But no,
Madeline's literally murdered people.
Out of let me ask you this, Maddie, before we get into rating. Would this be in your top 10 or top 5 of theater?
Oh, it's my top 5 for sure.
I would definitely say this is top. I would say this is my top 6, and it would be right at 6.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, Sweeny Todd would be my 6, and that's just because I didn't get cast, so I'm jealous.
So did you try out though? Because I thought you said earlier that you're like, not this one. I don't want that.
I just wanted it, but and that could be why it's the 6. Because I'm like, I kept hearing the curses and stuff, so I'm like, I want to do it, but
Dude, I'm about to start saying about everything I don't get cast in. Like, oh, that thing's cursed.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to put that curse on my family.
Right?
We're fine.
Like so, but no. And now I will say this: if they do bring Sweeny Todd back to Nashville, I would like to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I don't care.
You whoever.
I want to be chorus. I want to be in the chorus.
See, that's so interesting to me. Like the chorus, like I would have assumed any actress would want to be like one of the main roles.
The chorus is one of the main roles.
That's the thing. The chorus in Sweeny Todd is it's like Hamilton. It's like you being in the chorus of Hamilton.
They're like the narrator.
They're the narrators.
Got
yeah.
you. Okay,
like you're gonna be seen. Like if you tell me I got cast in Hamilton, okay, who am I? Your chorus girl too.
I feel like
goodbye.
I feel like I owe it to myself to go watch like the actual musical now.
It's on YouTube. You can watch
even though like I probably won't enjoy it, but like then I feel like would have
you might enjoy the musical before you enjoy the movie.
Well, yeah, it's technically like an opera, right?
Yeah.
I hate.
You're Kenny. You're my husband. He's my husband.
I hate singing. Like I mean, I don't hate singing.
You don't have to sing, Drew.
I mean, like it takes me away from the plot. And I'm like, he'd be way more effective at killing that guy if he stopped singing.
that is true.
Who's gonna hate my take on the movie?
All right, so I'll start. I'll give this one a fast. I enjoyed watching this. And what's funny is when I started watching it, I literally in that first line where you're like, I didn't like that, I was thinking, I can already tell you this is going to be too furious for me. But they won me over. It was fun. Am I going to go watch it again tonight? Probably not. If someone says like,
we might,
what movie should we watch tonight? I don't know if I'll ever say Sweeny Todd, but I had a good time last night. I laughed out loud. I knew I was excited to come talk about it with y'all, but like, it was a fun movie.
I am going to give it a super fast.
Okay. That's even beyond too fast. She created a new ranking for this movie.
No, I'm just gonna say too fast. And that's just because you need to see it. It will make your life better. You need to compare it to the theatrical production as opposed to a movie. Anytime they do that, please go out and compare. Mm-hmm. That does expand your mind. As a teacher, this is the reason why I'm saying it, because the comparisons and shout out to Tim Burton for, like we saying, scaling it back, because it gave me a different perspective to look at it. And I'm going to go watch it after I get through watching what I'm on TV tonight. But
it's How to Get Away with Murder, and then she's gonna watch Sweeny Todd.
Sweeny Todd was the one who gave us Snapped in another 48 hours. You act like we don't know that, but we do. We do. We know. So that's my thing. I loved it from except that one line. Otherwise than that, no. My life is happy. Thank you guys for saying let's watch it.
Yeah, thanks for voting for this movie. I was Team Avatar, but I'll take a Sweeny Todd.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll take it like it. Do I have to? Oh, I rate it.
Yeah.
I mean, is Infinity and Beyond fast?
Sure, yeah, it's true. Madeline rates it an infinity beyond.
Infinity and Beyond fast. I hit it's the
Fast Infinity.
the NOS button fast.
There we go.
Whichever
like
one
that.
that is. I'm hitting the NOS on that one.
I like that.
Yeah, too fast for sure. Is that's the best
Yeah,
one, right?
that's the best one. That's the
Too fast for me.
Your life is better for it.
Oh, 100% my life is better for Sweeny Todd.
I love that
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is my life is better because of Johnny Depp.
Because of you.
She's ranking Johnny Depp at Too Fast too.
Yeah.
I mean, duh.
Always.
I'm so happy you came back. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was we're glad it worked out that the person who suggested the movie was someone who we've had on the podcast and we had a good experience with, and we're like, bring her back. So,
Get her in here.
I love that.
just
do
like
we get to go over your best?
yeah, so here is the last Drew's best bits
Oh,
of
wow.
the quarter mile.
I've
podcast.
lost. He has apparently last
So
week
many.
his ass was like he had a resounding win over
Yeah,
me.
I started in preparation
Aw.
of last week. It was like, let me count to see, and then like by episode 16, I was like, I don't need to keep counting these. But so these are we're just doing this for funsies. So today's category. Here's the one I favorite part about this movie. Obviously there was a big, like, obviously dark, ridiculous comedy, like, but there's so many in passing moments that like we're just like throwaway, terrible, dark, like what the heck.
Okay.
None of
Right.
okay.
And so I've found three. There's probably more, but I found three where it's just like it was not a huge part of the plot, but like, okay? Sure, we're fine with that. That's okay, even though it was dark and creepy. First one, and this is where my question is. So did he not have was she not like his wife that ended up being alive?
Mhm.
Was she not like pregnant, or did he not have like a daughter or like a something?
Okay. So
He who? The judge?
No, Sweeney Todd,
Sweeney. So the girl that the girl in the cage
girl in the cage, who
is technically is that supposed to be his daughter?
Luce.
so Lucy, right?
She is his wife. Joanna is his daughter.
Joanna. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's what I felt like during the whole movie. Here's the weird thing. I don't think that ever like came up. Like he never like realized that or anything, did he?
That
Like
Joanna was his daughter. No, I don't think
No, he just-
No, he never
yeah.
he never connected. Yeah, he never resolved that, you know.
Okay, and then so let me get into my best bits. But I feel like the first one is kind of related to that. At the beginning, in like one of the first songs, when she's showing him the room, and he just randomly pulls up like the crate, like the baby thing, and he pulls up and there's just like a skeleton baby,
Creepy.
right? Like, and at that time, I was like, was that his baby?
It's a baby doll.
Was it a doll?
It was a baby doll.
Was it? It looks so much like a skeleton. I swore it was a skeleton.
It's a baby doll, like one of those
Baby
you
doll.
see in a creepy like old lady's Airbnb or
Well,
something.
that makes sense now. But at the time, I was like, did no one clean up the room upstairs?
His dead daughter's
his dead
just-
daughter's just, and he just looks like that was a creepy baby doll. Okay, so it's okay because
You need to watch it again, I think, actually.
I guess so. So the dead baby was the first creepy scene that I was like, that's random. The second one was like the subtle child abuse, like after that he beat the French guy and then he throws and you start as music and as the scene's transitioning, you hear just a small child, ouch, ah, oof, and you're like, oh, there's a child being abused back there. Like, so just, your run-of-the-mill child abuse.
and the molestation of Joanna as
Yes.
well by the judge.
Yes. So that is
Hmm.
that's just a thing.
Less subtle.
Yeah. And then the last one, and we referenced this a little bit at the beginning. Are we just supposed to be cool with the guy who's in love with Joanna just being the
Yes.
creepiest, just
Stalkery?
like
The stalker.
like his whole thing, like Judge Turpin or whatever was correct to be like, don't come around here and look at my daughter / love interest. Okay, maybe he was less correct. Like, so, but like, yeah, he was, the whole premise of his love was like, I've been watching this lady from the windows.
So,
If he wasn't hot, it wouldn't work. He was creepy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
so which would be your best, like,
so which is my craziest / funniest?
craziest? Okay, I thought you said funniest. Just
Well, it's
craziest.
for me, like I was like, yeah, craziest like in passing moment. So there's the dead baby, which we've just learned is a doll. There's the light child abuse, and then there's the creepy peeping tom that we're just supposed to like, oh, that's love.
Is it not? Wait.
You've
I
been
need to have a
doing
conversation with
it
someone.
wrong, madam. So yeah, those are my three. Which one do you think was my creepiest like oof moment?
What was the second one?
The second one was this casual child abuse.
Where you going with?
I think he's really weirded out by the peeping Tom thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Final answer.
You guys are right. That I mean,
Hey.
not to belittle the other two. But
Little child abuse.
I was like, he's okay with a kid getting slapped around, but a peeping Tom.
well, it was just that
draw the line.
and
I draw the fucking.
we that was the whole movie was weird, but the fact that this love story was based around just some guy watching her in the street, like if you say it like that, less romantic.
I love that.
And they covered up with the music, like it was nice songs. All
Very
just,
sweetly in your yellow hair.
it's like no, okay, listen,
I love that.
yeah. So that was
This was
weird.
fun. So did I? Well, I didn't win this season, but at least I got that.
You won the
one.
last episode, so how about that?
Oh, get your ass.
There we go. Look at that. All right. Well, before we wrap up, we want to do one more thing. Just a little look back. So, CJ, I'm gonna answer mine, but I'm gonna ask you first. So you've been with us for 2 seasons. You've been killing it. Thank you so much for being
Thank you for having me.
our amazing co-host and director and runner of all the things in the on-site location. All of this is because of you. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions. One, do you have a favorite movie that we have reviewed over 2 seasons? And in that same question, if you want to also answer if there was like a particular episode that stood out to you, like a particular interview or whatever. They could be the same or maybe they're different. I don't know.
Let's see. A favorite movie. And what was the first question?
Like, yeah, so the favorite movie and or favorite episode.
I've honestly enjoyed all the movies. But I think
really all of them.
no.
Participation trophy answer.
I know for a fact we've reviewed some crummy movies. I've been here
I
too.
think the
Not all of them, but
what was 2012?
The movie 2012. That
Yeah.
was it with Jerry Morrison, and it
Yeah.
was the disaster movie with Danny Glover as the president.
Hated that movie.
Okay,
That was probably my favorite episode to cover because I hated that movie.
you hit. Okay,
I mean, it was okay. You
that's
know.
funny. Okay, fair enough.
And
That's funny.
because I think you know what it is just because I've enjoyed being around you guys and being able to have people come over. So that could be why I'm like I don't know which episode I didn't like the worst because the fact that I just got to hang out with you guys was fun for me.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
that's why I was like, I hate the movie, but at least I get to have company.
Yeah, the movie was terrible, but
The
these
movie
people
was
will be
terrible,
nice, yeah.
but and I think no, Freddie was my favorite.
Okay, that makes sense. That was
Freddie
her.
was my favorite. And what was the next question?
I don't think I've asked the next question yet.
Okay.
Though. What was? Oh yeah, the next question I had to look at and look down. I saw child abuse. I'm like, that's not the right. That was from the best bits. The next question is like over the past 2 seasons, like podcasting. Do you have any big like life takeaways or like any cool words of wisdom, things you've learned or encouragements to anyone listening?
Yes, get you somebody that you are going to enjoy doing a podcast with. I definitely say that. Get you somebody who knows what they're doing. Get you somebody who will give you, if you don't know, that will give you advice and that you can learn from. Because I am a person who you're supposed to learn. I believe that you're supposed to learn one new thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I have enjoyed learning from you and like seeing setup and that I need some more decor in my house. And
It's fine.
No, it's fine. But it
Maybe
could be
one
better.
or two Fast
And
and
see,
Furious
that's
posters.
the learning. You see what I'm saying? It's the learning process.
There's a picture back here that's just not
There
on
is
the
a
wall.
picture, it's just not on the wall.
Yeah. Season
But-
Quarter Mile season 4. We're gonna have pictures all over the wall. Different pictures every week.
Don't you bite. Don't you bite.
Also, if you hear panting, that is absolutely Madeline. This is really
It's the Johnny Depp. I'm sorry.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's something that I've learned, and that it's hard. It
Yeah.
is hard. Promoting and stuff, promoting yourself because I'm a person who doesn't like to. Yeah, okay, I did this. I don't like to talk about myself, so
Mhm.
I'll definitely say that.
Yeah. I feel like and I've learned part of that, what I've learned and in addition to all that, I've learned like a better way to look at when you promote your podcast or your art or whatever, like movie you're in or TV shows you're in or comedy shows you're in. To me, it's healthier to look at it as like, I'm giving people an opportunity to enjoy this.
Yeah,
So it's less selfish, like, look at me, and more like, hey, this is a cool thing that I'm part of and I want to share it with you.
yeah,
And that's given me more like that's given me that's made me want to promote stuff better, because I used to be like, I don't want to tell people about like me or whatever, but it's like when you're sharing this cool thing you're part of, it's a
Get
little,
it.
so but my favorite movie we reviewed, I'll give two, because one you weren't part of it. My favorite movie of all time that we reviewed was Fast and Furious 7, because
Okay.
that's God's favorite movie.
Wait, what?
It is.
Is
I
Johnny Depp in it?
no.
Oh.
But he's maybe coming for Fast 200.
Sweet.
I really liked when this season. My favorite movie we did was the third Triple X. That was a
good one.
that was a good movie. And then another one that was significant in this podcast was Point Break, because that was the first one with CJ. I want to thank you for being on our podcast.
You're welcome.
Anything
having me.
anything we can plug? This coming out in a couple weeks. Anything you got going on that we can?
No, fresh out actually right now. Yeah,
Good.
fresh
Just
out. They've
finishing up the
I
year.
had a couple cool shows recently. I had one at Joker's last week. That was pretty cool. Joker's in Clarksville.
Nice.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but book me, bro.
Yeah. Jokers is a cool. All three of us have had
Life
recent
is
Jokers
open.
experience. That's cool.
Yeah, it was
Um,
really fun. It's a really good spot.
If you're listening, thank you so much for listening. And especially if you've been listening throughout the many weeks, thank you to the random German listener who's never said anything, but I see the random one a week pop in from somewhere in Germany. Would love to hear from you if you.
Danke.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe I just haven't spoken to them in German, and that's why they haven't responded. Thank you so much to D&D for
God, thank you so
sponsoring
much.
us. You have helped funded us. You have given us
I've
cool
lost
clothing.
weight with you.
CJ's lost weight because of you. I've gained weight but felt comfortable in your clothing. I've the reels and the doing the all the commercials we've done with y'all and the comedy show. So D&D Fitness, Jim, you already know if you listen to this podcast, we're huge fans of them. Thank you guys so much. And the last thing I'll say, I'm going to do a side story that will wrap this whole thing up. But this is the biggest reason, biggest thing I've learned from this podcast. So back in season 1, probably episode 6, we finished up and we were just chilling out. And I remember I must have had a really rough month or a week or whatever, and I was complaining about it to my friends who were doing the podcast with me. And then I talked about a comedy show I'd just done the night before, and I was like, and man, I love every time I do a comedy show, it just brings me so much joy. It puts everything in perspective. I just love it. And that's when our old videographer, Alan, said, "Oh, so it's like your quarter mile." Referencing the whole Fast and Furious, I live my life a quarter mile at a time for 15 seconds or less, I'm free kind of thing. And that was a real thing for us, where I was like, oh my gosh, that's what we're doing with this podcast, is we're highlighting people's quarter mile moments.
Yeah.
So here's just a reminder. You all know this, but sometimes the world sucks. Sometimes life sucks.
Sometimes.
If you doubt it, go turn on the news. It won't take you long to see bad news. And maybe you don't even need the news. Maybe you just need to think about your week, what's going on in your life. But that's where art comes in. That's where creativity comes in. That's when watching fun movies, talking about it with friends, hanging out with families, eating good food, all the good things in life, those are all the things that get us from point A to point B. And sometimes you're having a great week. Awesome. Enjoy it. Sometimes you're having a really shitty week, and that's life. And sometimes it becomes a month.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, I want to remind you, watch a good movie, hang out with friends, do your thing, create art, whether it's stand-up comedy, whether it's music, whether it's whatever, and enjoy those quarter miles, and then help share those with other people.
Mhm.
So no matter what you're doing in life, no matter how great things are going, we just want to encourage you one last time to live your life a quarter mile at a time.
I used to say I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Speaking of spoilers, back to Cars.
Will Sean conquer the curves and win the girl? I feel like those are the same statement.
I kind of like Vince for some reason.
Comedians have sad lives, and all we have is Fast and the Furious.
So Vin Diesel himself is a method actor. In his house, he has a Dom shrine.
I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
The police chase them while Vin Diesel inquires if she has seen John Cena. Amazingly, she has.
And her response was, I will never be in another Fast and Furious movie ever again.
Well, this just in, Drew's comedy name should now be White Chocolate.
Rando. Yeah.
I'm a third-generation Tennessee State University, founded in 1912 as a land-grant institution in the Northwest Rocky Hills of Nashville, Tennessee.
You wouldn't believe the twisted tale that unfolded in I.
I'm not going to be able to do this.
I will defend make bad art.
He could kill you with an apple pie. That's how American Mark Wahlberg is.
He's traumatized.
So boo, get my money back, boo.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
except the haystack is full of automatic weapons.
There was a surprise special guest that you didn't mention.
Who did I not mention?
Michael Jackson was in it.
What?
There's a scene where they close in on his desk and they back out, and Fuller's nameplate is literally a piece of paper with Fuller on it.
Listen, Woody, I need you in this movie. I can't find anyone else to act real weird and eat pickles.
Just go enjoy a movie for what it is.
I've had it with these mother snakes on this mother plane.
It's good to be here. I get second billing to Gizmo, but I think that that's appropriate.
It was originally titled Bone Deep.
Hailed as visually stunning, much like C.J. Walton.
Davina Marie.
Thank you, CJ. She used to chase storms too, till one of them turned her whole world upside down. What the
Do you want to go on a voyage with anyone? Well, if you do, send them the Quarter Mile Podcast.
Let us know.
That was as bad as Kyle's.
May I introduce you to something called the Fast and Furious franchise?
Paul Walker, is he available?
In heaven.
Life's funny. You think you got it all figured out, and then you wake up in a jungle with a backpack full of boomerangs.
I love this ebony and ivory situation. I love it.
You outro music.
No matter where you are, whether it's a quarter mile away or halfway across the world,
just go live your life a quarter mile at a time.